We're live. This is not financial advice. This is cryptocurrency investing. This is for entertainment and educational purposes. This is Crypto Excel with your daily update. And I believe that we're going to continue with this momentum. Even if we have these wicks to the downside, the general movement is diagonal and up to the right. We continue to head up, right? So even if we were to have a month of down pressure, I don't think that the down pressure is going to be sustainable because the ETFs are going to eat that up. If you see how we're performing, we are higher than would be anticipated for this time in the cycle. We're a lot higher than we would expect to be. We've broken the 618, and we're supposed to use it as support. Actually, we did come down and we did um, test the 69K. We actually broke it and came down a little bit lower. But again, I do believe that the buy pressure from the ETFs are going to continue to keep this ship afloat and keep us hovering above those critical levels. So we are close to the halving. Right now, it's the 17th of March, 2024. The halving is approximately April 20th, 2024. So about 1 month away. And before you know it, it's going to be weeks away, right? So there's going to be a lot of nervousness leading into the halving, expectation of a dip going into the halving. And all I can say is we will see, right? I'm cautiously bullish, right? So on these dips, I'm going to continue to take advantage of these opportunities. I know that it feels nerve wracking or it might not feel comfortable, putting money in when you see the market falling because you feel that you might be catching a falling knife and that we may continue to fall. But it's the same kind of feelings that I had back here when Bitcoin was 15,500. I had those same feelings. It did not feel good. It didn't feel right buying because it felt like we're going to go lower. There were calls of going to 12,000. There were calls of going to 10,000. And even if those calls were right, and even if that did happen, buying at 15,000 was still it still would have been a good call or a good time to DCA. So it's better to DCA in when the market when there's a lot of fear in the market and it looks like we're going to continue to go lower. And you know what? We might go lower, but you do want to secure that price. You still do want to DCA in because what if we turn around and we end up going up 200%? Then all the prices that you wanted would be, will be a memory, will be history. And that's kind of like what's happening right now because it seems like we're rebounding. A lot of the altcoins have turned green, right? We've started to come back. Now we could always, reverse and head down again, but again, this is still a good DCA point, and especially when we were a little bit lower, it was even a better DCA point. AEG, by the way, that's one of my gems. I'm going to be claiming this gem for this bull run, no matter what happens to the price. just like DexCheck, whether DexCheck was up or down or sideways, I was claiming DexCheck, right? So, and I was saying I would continue to DCA in DexCheck when it hits 10 cents. And, here we are, we're above 10 cents, right? So I feel really bullish about AEG. This is a decentralized gaming network. They're coming out with different crypto games. They have Wheels of Time, which is a TV series that they'll be making video games about. They'll be making a game about, and they're going to have other games coming out on their ecosystem. So, just keep an eye on this ticker, AEG. I think in the future, you'll hear big things coming from it, right? I did mention DexCheck before. There is something called a DexCheck Army, and basically, it's a way for you to support DexCheck and also get rewarded in crypto, DexCheck, and USDT currency. So, if you want to know more about it, check their Twitter. You could basically go to CoinMarketCap, type DCK for the ticker, and then click on their Telegram, and then you'll see exactly what DexCheck is and what DexCheck is about. So make sure you check that out. Speaking of gems, another gem, I guess this is going to be a gem filled episode, right? So another gem I have my eye on is called Paytex. This is an L1. It's really big in Latin America, and they're on KuCoin, Gate.io, Mexi, as well as a lot of other exchanges. I do believe that they're going to be really, really big in this bull run. I believe that L1s are a narrative. If you look at what's pumping right now, Solana has been on a tear. Bull market, bear market, any market, Solana doesn't care. It's going up and to the right. And the L1s are soon to follow, right? Look at AVAX coming up on the rear. And even ADA. ADA, a lot of people are sleeping on ADA. I think eventually ADA is going to have its day too. But the ways to make the biggest multiples are not on the old L1s. The newer L1s that are coming out during this bull market are going to outperform the old ones, right? So think of whatever these older L1s are going to do. You could say that the new ones are going to be like a multiple of that, like 4x times whatever they do, right? So no one's really speaking about Algorand as much, even though Algorand is really, really good. But if you were to get like Paytex or a new L1, it's going to drastically outperform the old ones, right? Because the current L1s have $1 billion market caps. These new L1s have $1 million market caps. So you can see the potential of growth right there, right? So look out for that one. It's called Paytex. It's another one of the Patreon gems, and you would have known about it earlier if you're a part of the Patreon. Another gem. I'm just dropping a couple of gems today. Okay. IVenPay, I spoke about this one in the past. It came out in the market and it underperformed because the team has fumbled the ball. That all being said, the technology, the use case, and the partnerships of this crypto cannot be understated. This crypto is going to be super massive this bull run. And if you wanted a chance to get in on the ground floor when it's really, really low, I think it's only like a 2x multiple of IDO price. This is a kind of gem that I would DCA into, right? I would slowly DCA into it. I would just keep it quiet. Don't really talk about it that much and just DC over a few months. And then before you know it, 1 month you just see this huge green candle going all the way up to the sky. And you end up doing like an 8x, just like that. That's what's going to happen with IVenPay because it's undervalued. So I would slowly DCA into this one and I would not overlook it, right? This reminds me of what Codex did. Codex was a gem that came out on Engine Starter and no one was paying attention to it. And the prices kept going down, 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 down. And I was DCAing into it, and I told my Patreons about it. And one day, this thing shot up, and it did 700% in 1 day, right? This is what IVenPay is reminding me of. So if you're patient, right, you have to be patient because this is not doing a Solana. It's not stair stepping its way up. It's actually slowly going down, and the rate of descent has slowed down, by the way, right? It's supremely undervalued, and it's gonna give you great multiples because it's so undervalued. You have to be patient with this one, but it's gonna give you outsized returns. All right. The other cryptos like the main YouTubers are talking about are not going to give you the kind of return that IVenPay can give you. Okay, um, not financial advice, just my opinion, right? So speaking of my opinion, it was my opinion to bring you Success Kid, right? Success Kid has been successful. This is a meme coin with a very low market cap. Market cap is not showing here, but it's in the millions, not billions. It's in the millions. It's still very, very early. I brought this to you, and then it dumped, right? It went down a little bit. At this point, would have been the point to DCA even more. For anyone who was DCAing into this thing returned a 10x in a very short period of time. Literally 10 times your money if you were DCAing on the dips. 10 times. And if you look at the chart, these are higher lows here, right? And this it looks like lower highs too. And I think this is forming a bull flag, right? I'm not a TA expert. I'm not a trader. That's not my thing. I'm an investor. But I mean, this chart looks bullish to me, right? This looks like a bullish chart. I guess you could also say, if you look at this looks like bearish divergence too, right? Lower volume and higher prices. But that all being said, we're in profit already. If you were DCing and DCing in on the bottom, when you wicked up here, you could have taken out your initials, right? And your bag will be free, right? This all being said, we have to remember that for a meme coin, this is only a couple. What is it? I think it's like probably it's below 3 million. By the way, this meme coin is below 3 million. The meme coins that you know of, like Bonk and Pepe, and these kind of meme coins. These meme coins are in the billions or in the hundreds of millions, right? So I'm bringing you a meme coin that's and I brought it to you below 3 million, by the way. And I gave you all of that information for free, right? So you could imagine the kinds of things that we're discussing here in the Patreon. You can imagine what kind of information that is going down here. They've received buy alerts during this latest dip. We were buying these coins at, you see how like these pumps now. By the way, these pumps, the prices are higher than what's showing here. The prices are currently higher than what's showing here. But we were buying these in the red. So when you see 51% on Friends, we were buying. It's more than 51% for us because we're buying them when they were red, right? We're buying all these when they were red, Octavia, etc., all when they were red. So everything is going according to plan. I'm cautiously optimistic. I did want to give a note on, when I mentioned a meme coin like um, Success Kid. I do want to mention that this is not a huge part of my portfolio. I manage my risk. I put a small amount in meme coins if it's a meme coin play, because I don't need to put that much, right? If I put like $100 or $200 in this, and then this thing does like 100x, you know, it's a way for me to get exposure to something that could outperform with minimal risk. So if I put $200 into this, and then this gets rug pulled and it goes to zero, that's too bad. But you look at my main portfolio and the gems I have, I mean, I have a lot of coins that I feel are going to 50x, 70x, 100x, depending on when I bought them. I have some coins that might 200x. It might literally do that, right? So if I lose 200 on a meme coin, I'd be able to afford it. I do want to stress to you guys again to manage your risk, because I don't know who's watching my videos. I don't know what experience the person has, right? Crypto is an unregulated industry, and things can go to zero with no recourse. There's no FDIC that's going to bail you out. There's no one that's going to return your money, right? Or performance on this channel has been exceptional. I have been outlandish, even to the point where it's unreasonable. That all being said, do manage your risk. I am just an investor, like you're an investor. I have experience in the market, so I make mostly, I would say, good decisions, fairly good decisions. But even though I make good decisions, can't be held accountable for your decisions. Remember that you are the primary safety. You are, because it's your money and it's your decisions. I can't make any of these decisions for you. I can only share my insight, and I can only share what I'm doing. Ultimately, you have to decide what's right for you, right? And if you want a financial advisor, you need to consult one, because what I'm doing over here is I'm on get rich or die trying, right? So what I'm doing over here is extreme. There is no middle ground over here, right? So do know what you're watching there. And again, there's a whole bunch of different YouTubers, right? There are YouTubers that are gonna talk about the top 10 coins, top 20 coins, and you'll have a safe and secure 5x, 7x. Over here, I'm shooting for the stars. I'm shooting for ridiculous outsized returns, because it is my theory that this bull market comes along once every 4 years, and I'm going to maximize the opportunity, right? Speaking of maximize, it won't be long before Success Kid maximizes that pump again. But yes, do remember to manage your risk. Also, get with the Patreon, get the information before everybody else. My buy alerts, you know exactly what I'm buying and when I'm buying. And I think that you will enjoy this bull run. All right. Make sure you have a plan. Make sure you stick to the plan, and keep your composure, remain stoic. I'm looking at the pumps here, and we were buying these in the red. So, like this pump here, actually, an NMT would be ridiculous because this actually went down pretty far. So this is actually more than a 50% pump. AI Tech is an obvious buy, right? People have been waiting to get into like AI Tech or um, VIA or some of these coins, and they're like, oh, it's already pumped, it's already gone. And then the opportunity came. When opportunity comes, I'm going to make sure I take the opportunity, and I will buy even though it doesn't feel right. Right? You got to go against the herd. Right? That's the only way you're going to be able to make money here. Right? Not financial advice. But yeah, you will see what I'm buying, when I'm buying, the exact time I'm buying, right here in the Patreon. You'll also be getting the buy alerts because the team was getting buy alerts on this at a lower price. Best believe. All right. So that's it. I'm going to get going. This is Crypto Excel with your market update. Take care and be good. Peace.